นี้ได้เวลาไปติดตามอัปเดตข้อมูลข่าวสารในภาคภาษาอังกฤษกับ NBT World BRIEF ครับ
สวัสดีครับ and thank you for joining us this evening for NBT World Brief on NBT and NBT World อยู่กับมีสุรพันธ์เหล่าธารนาริศ In our first story, Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul has visited flood-hit Nan province to assess recovery efforts, where he has ordered related agencies to step up cleanup efforts and restoration of affected communities as quickly as possible. Prime Minister and Minister of Interior Anutin Chanvirakul today chaired a meeting in Nan province to review the flood situation in the north and northeast, with Deputy Prime Ministers, ministers and relevant agencies joining both in person and online. The Prime Minister expressed condolences to families who lost loved ones and issued directives covering relief, recovery and preparedness. He ordered authorities to speed up damage assessments, restore public infrastructure in areas where floodwaters have receded, and closely monitor water and weather conditions to provide advance warnings.
วันนี้เราได้มีข้อสั่งการแล้วก็กำหนดนโยบายแล้วก็วางแนวทางแผนการในการรับมือกับสถานการณ์ทั้งระยะสั้นและระยะยาวนะครับอย่างเต็มที่ก็ขอให้พี่น้องประชาชนทั้งหลายได้คลี่คลายความกังวลลงไปได้นะครับแล้วก็ความช่วยเหลือต่างๆก็จะถูกดำเนินการโดยเร็วที่สุดนะครับ
Governor of Nan, Chayanarong Wongyai, said water levels in the Nan River have now fallen significantly, with authorities, military personnel, and heavy equipment being deployed across 5 districts for cleanup and recovery. The province aims to restore affected areas to normal within 4 to 5 days. Following his visit to Nan, the Prime Minister has traveled to Ubon Ratchathani to inspect the border area, where he has pledged full support for the armed forces and expressed concern for soldiers injured in the line of duty. This afternoon, Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul and his delegation visited the Chong'an Ma area in Namyuen district to receive a briefing on border security operations and meet personnel responsible for maintaining security along the Thailand-Cambodia border. The Prime Minister was briefed on the ongoing improvement on the Natural Resources Protection Patrol and humanitarian mine clearance operations, as Thailand is preparing to seek a 5-year extension of its mine clearance program through the end of 2031. So far, more than 390,000 square meters of land across 6 border provinces have been cleared of anti-personnel mines. The Prime Minister also presented morale-boosting gifts to troops and expressed his deep concern regarding the soldier who lost a limb after stepping on a landmine on August 17th. He said the government would provide full support to the armed forces, with the safety and effectiveness of personnel remaining a priority. Prime Minister Anutin said that meeting troops serving along the border also provides important information to support Thailand's position with the international community, stressing that the government would stand firm in defending the country's interests. Moving on to the situation in the southern border provinces, the 4th Army Region Commander has visited 3 people injured in an incident in Narathiwat, while assuring that the government will expedite assistance and compensation for those affected. Lieutenant General Noratip Poinok, commander of the 4th Army Region, and Narathiwat Governor Bunchuy Hom Yam Yen visited the injured at Narathiwat Ratchanakarin Hospital after the bombing on a local road in Lampu sub-district late last night. 3 people were injured in the incident, with 1 victim sustaining lacerations to the chest and left arm. A second victim suffered lacerations to the thigh, while the third sustained wounds to the right side of the abdomen and right leg. All 3 remain under close medical supervision and are in stable condition. The commander spoke with the injured and offered encouragement, while ensuring them that the government will expedite assistance and compensation for those affected, including support for medical needs and property damage. Turning to the economy, the Commerce Ministry is pushing to raise the value ofศรีสะเกษbeef, with plans to help farmers cut production costs, develop premium products, and expand into overseas markets. Deputy Prime Minister and Commerce Minister Supaji Suthamphan visited a beef farm in Benjalak district ofศรีสะเกษprovince to discuss ways to develop the province's cattle industry into a high-value agricultural product. The ministry plans to support the industry across the supply chain, from cattle raising and feed to quality control, processing, and market development. One priority is expanding the product to overseas markets, particularly Vietnam and China, while farmers and local businesses have called for greater support to facilitate direct exports and obtain the necessary livestock export permits.ศรีสะเกษprovince also plans to move beyond selling live cattle by developing processed products under theศรีสะเกษPremium Beef brand, with a goal of positioning local beef as a premium agricultural product.ศรีสะเกษ's beef cattle sector currently generates around 2.9 billion baht a year, with the province also well positioned to benefit from Thailand's broader push to expand beef exports. The government is working to open up China's markets for Thai cattle, including large-scale live cattle exports and premium chilled beef.
พยายามที่จะทำสินค้าที่เป็นพรีเมียมมากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะที่ศรีสะเกษเนี่ยเราก็มีทุเรียนภูเขาไฟและที่เป็นที่ขึ้นชื่อราคาดีเราจะมาทำอย่างไรให้โคเนื้อของที่ศรีสะเกษเนี่ยเป็นพรีเมียมแล้วก็มีราคาดีได้ด้วย
Thousands of runners from Thailand and around the world have taken to the streets for the 2026 Songkhla International Marathon, as the southern province showcases its landmarks and local charm while pushing to become a leading sports destination. The 27th edition of the Songkhla International Marathon was held this weekend, with more than 9,000 participants across 4 race categories. The 42-kilometer marathon started at 3 a.m. today, attracting more than 2,000 runners and taking them through some of Songkhla's scenic and historic areas. The event has drawn participants from 32 countries and is being held under the World Athletics Road Races Green Label, highlighting Songkhla's growing capacity to host international sporting events. Organizers say the race is helping promote Songkhla as a sports tourism destination, while giving visitors a chance to experience the province's natural attractions, culture, and the local livelihood. The provincial authorities also aim to use major sporting events to stimulate the local economy and strengthen Songkhla's image as a sports city. The province is also hoping to host more national and international sporting competitions in the future. And that is it for tonight's NBT World Brief, and you can scan the QR code on your screen to stay connected with all our stories. Until next time, สวัสดีครับ